In this video, I'm going to show you how you can install virtual environment that is required to do the Napari workshop. Virtual environment is a very important concept when you use Python codes, because when you use Python codes, so you rely on Python packages, Python libraries, and you have different versions of this of a given package. When you use several packages together, you might face some incompatibilities between those packages. So it's really important to have an environment where all the packages you use and all the code more generally you use is compatible, so you can run your different programs. And so when you create a virtual environment, then you can install exactly what you need. And then this environment, as long as you don't modify it, it's going to be working and running as long as it's installed, and it won't change. So if you install exactly what you need, then this will run forever. So that's very important. And if you need a new project with different versions, then you create a new virtual environment. So here is my GitHub page for the Napari workshop. And so as you can see, you have access to the different slides we use during the workshop. And there's a PDF where you have all the packages that are required for the virtual environment to be created and to run. So I'm going to open this. So if I click on it, then here, so it's not able to render it, but if I add this, then I can display it. And here you have different comments. So basically the first one, conda create, is a command to create a new environment that's going to be called Napari env for Napari environment using Python 3.10. Okay, so then we activate this environment, and then we can install by using either conda. So here we use conda to install bioformats Truro and conda forge OpenJDK, so this bioformats Truro is going to allow us to convert an image into a ZAR. Into ZAR format, and we need to install OpenJDK to be able to use some Napari plugins correctly then. And then all the different Napari, so Napari by itself and all the different Napari plugins will use pipe to install them. And so I would really recommend to use pipe as much as you can when you use Python. It's, in my experience, more stable than conda, but here we need to use conda to install those two libraries because we can't, so they are not Python libraries, so we cannot use pipe, so not Python at least only, so we cannot use pipe to install them. So I'm going to open a terminal, so a prompt. So to do that, you need to install either Anaconda or Miniconda, so I'm going to show you how you can do that. So Miniconda is a lighter version, and for what we do, it's enough. So if you look for Miniconda, then you can go on the website. For example, here it's installing Miniconda. So if you go there, then you can choose to download the installers either for Windows or Mac or Linux. Okay, everything is there. So for Windows, for example, you can download the installer, and then you'll be able to install it. Okay. So I already installed Anaconda, actually. So I'm not going to do it again. When it's installed, you can open the prompt. So if you type in Anaconda prompt, you're going to find it. So if you install Miniconda, it's going to still be Anaconda prompt, but here between brackets, it will be written Miniconda 3. You open it, all right? And then I'm going back to here, and I'm going to first, so use the first command line to create a new virtual environment. So here you see you are in the base environment, which is your base system environment. So first I create Napari env. All right, ask me if I want to create with this. So I'm going to say yes. And so then, very importantly, you have to activate your virtual environment. So it's this command. Oops, sorry. All right. It's not working. I'm going to type in conda activate. And it's important because that's something you'll have to do every time you want to use Napari again. You first activate your virtual environment. So conda activate and then the name of your environment, which is Napari env. And as you can see now, we are in the correct environment. It's written between brackets. We are in virtual environment called Napari env. So now we can install, so by formats to row again, we'll use that to convert an image to a ZAR into ZAR format. We're going to also install this because I don't remember for which plugin we use it's required, but it is required. So it's a library that is related to Java. We say yes. Okay, it's installing everything, and then we can install all the different so first Napari, and then all the different plugins we'll use. And at the end, we need to reinstall Cellpose because by installing the Napari Cellpose plugin, it installed the latest version, which is Cellpose 3. But the plugin was designed before, and so the options that are used within the Napari plugin don't work anymore, and so you need to go back to Cellpose 2.0. So I'm gonna, oops, didn't work. Sorry about that. I'm gonna copy and paste. Okay, and it didn't copy everything. So let's maybe try it again. Oh, it's because I have something in here, I guess. Hopefully, no. Doesn't like its sky image. Object classification. Oh, it's because there's, okay, there's in enter. So I just need to have the and Napari Excel pixel and object classification. Like this. Must be a return to line in the PDF. That's why. And this is not working again because I don't have the entire. So it's the same thing. Okay, so let's do it properly. First line, and then second line. This way it's going to work. And then last line. Sorry about that. And now it's going to install everything that's required, as I already installed them on my computer for a different environment. All the packages, or most of them, they are already downloaded, so it doesn't have just getting back those packages. If you do it on your computer for the first time, it's going to download a bunch of packages. It's all fine. Just take a little bit of time, but it should work. And then when everything is there, it's going to install them. So I'm going to speed up the video so you don't have to wait for the entire time of processing here. All right, everything is installed. And as I told you, so we need to reinstall Cellpose 2.0 because the last version is 3, but the Napari plugin doesn't work with the 3. So we need to reinstall Cellpose 2.0, and now everything is installed. So we can just check that Napari was well installed. So if I type in Napari, then it's going to open it. So sometimes take a bit of time. And here it is. So we can now open Napari.